that did not work out. Summer gazing in the world. When trains were introduced in the US, many people believed that women's bodies were not designed to go at 50 miles an hour and that their uteruses would fly out of their bodies if they were accelerated to that speed. Damn. Hello and welcome to the first actual video on this channel. Now, today we are going to be talking about bad women's anatomy. And it's basically that women have anatomy and they're bad. So that's what we're going to be talking about, how bad women are and how bad their anatomy is. Like, No, but actually, if you're confused, if you've never seen those videos, it's basically men not understanding how women work and thinking they do and trying to mansplain it to them. And it's really funny, so we're just gonna make fun of them. Let's get started. The size in the sense of length does not matter. The V is only like 10 centimeters long. So what is important for pleasure, female pleasure, is the circumference of the pee. I hate this word. Mine is longer than 10 centimeters and I've never bottomed a V in my life. I had one girl moaning about me hitting her cervix. I can say cervix, can't I? And it hurt, but a few more poundings and I'm sure she would have gotten used to it. She had her boyfriend had she was cheating. I'm not completely sure. Her boyfriend had a small baby. Okay. First reality check, you cannot actually, you can't just get into the cervix. What do men think, that women just have a hole that you can access her entire body through? You just stuff your hand in there and you can, I don't know, rip her lung out? No, it's more like a sack, it has an end. And cervix is, you just can't access it. It's just a sack and cervix is outside the sack. By the way, if she said it hurt, why did you continue? 60% of women feel pain while doing it. So, it's not supposed to hurt. It really isn't. You can go to a gynecologist if it hurts. You can, a good one. Because a bad one is just gonna say, femininity, womanity, being a woman hurts. That's right, but yeah, that's a bad gynecologist. It is not supposed to hurt. Oh, okay, thank you. Someone smart. Alone for external bulk, cervix is 10 centimeters on average, but wholly internal and starts past the labia and mons veneris. Mons. Okay, I don't know this one. And an alpha male at the end. Okay. Now, as a man with a big D, I find it amusing that men who don't have those, try and tell themselves that they're not important for female pleasure, but they are. Now, what is important is how you use it and not how big it is. You just have to understand how a female body works. You do realize that there's a part of female body, I don't think I'm allowed to say the name of it, so I'm just gonna say clit instead. I think you all know what this word is. And actually it's believed that this is the only part of female body that actually causes pleasure. The V itself does not do anything. Hit the walls of a V and by that stimulating it, and this is what actually causes pleasure during penetration. It's believed. I think it's not said for sure, but it's very, very probable. On to the next one. New Zealand is making period products free in all schools. That's amazing. Okay, New Zealand, props to you. That's great. All this is going to do is encourage girls to have their periods at school. I don't think this is a good idea. And I don't think that you having an access to internet is a good idea. I have short hair now. It should not work out. Probably, okay, this is the worst thing I have ever seen. But I'm just gonna keep it. What is worse than a broken heart? Menstrual pain, homelessness, hunger. You thinking an emotion is more painful than actual physical pain, girls, chill. As a guy, I believe that menstrual pain is a myth. Well, as a girl, I believe that getting kicked in the nuts is not painful at all. Actually, let's try it. By the way, menstrual pain is clearly, it's not a myth. More than half of the world experiences it. Okay, not everyone has painful periods, and actually periods are not supposed to hurt like extremely bad that you're fainting, you know? If that happens, you should seriously go see a gynecologist because it might mean endometriosis or something like that. And it's a really bad thing. So seriously, if the pain is unbearable, if you can't survive it, you should seriously go to a doctor. It's not normal. Just like thinking that menstrual pain is a myth. Okay. It's been a year since the last time I announced this, so I think it's time for my yearly update. My dearies, we do not pee out of our pee. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you next year. You probably don't do it out of your arses until you do talk out of there. And that leaves the V, unless there's a third hole for the pee to come out that I don't know about. Women, right? Oh my god. Logic police. There is a third hole. You know, actually, we have all very many holes. How do you think the sweat comes out of you? It just appears on your body? No. It has pores, are called pores. If you take the eyeballs out, there's also another hole. Here, over here, many holes. But if you're talking those parts, yeah, it actually is a third hole too that you can actually control with your muscles, you know. And there's also a V that you all think you know so much about and you've never probably even seen it in your life. Why can't women just control their periods? They're like, feeling bloody, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom to let it all out. No, I'll come back in like 5 minutes, it's fine. We wouldn't need tampons, we wouldn't need pads. Logic, huh? Funny thing. Not everybody has it. Why do women want to be shirtless so bad? Because there's a double standard when men can walk shirtless and nobody even cares. But you know, and the woman doesn't have a bra underneath her shirt and you know, you can see her nipples through. Everybody's just like, no, that's a double standard. We have the same chests. Okay, well, first of all, ours are flat and yours are round. And you have milk in them. Our milk is somewhere else. Yeah, first of all, I don't think this guy realizes that breasts don't have milk unless you've just given birth recently. That's an important thing. Many guys seem to think that all women just have milk. It's like, why? Why? And this saying that we have milk somewhere else is just so disgusting. Ugh. One more thing, the fact that female chests, you know, breasts are round, does not change a single thing, really. Why does it matter? I don't understand why it matters. There's like a really good picture in the internet somewhere with a woman covering her breasts. And everybody's just looking at her judging. And there's a guy not covering his, of course. And people don't care. This really makes you think about the double standards. Listen to me, a male that just knows everything. Because the women who marry as virgins are less likely to divorce. Scientific facts. I don't have the links, but okay, just take my word. With every successive sexual partner, the likelihood of divorce grows exponentially. There's legit science out there. I don't have the links, okay, but you know, legit science. Out there that says women's ability to excrete dopamine is directly linked to the amount of sexual partners she has had, the thing, la 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 la. In other words, if a woman has too many sexual partners, she's physically incapable of loving you. Reality check. No. Actually, I think it's like the other way around. If you marry somebody that you haven't actually been with yet, then you may not be a match. And what if you're not a match, then you have a reason to divorce. Like, it can be an important reason to you. So actually, I think it may be the other way around. Armpit hair is unhealthy on females and is a sign of bad health. First of all, I did not think that something like females existed. I always just think emails. But if you guys know anything about it, you can just, I don't know, tell me in the comments. If there are gonna be any comments, I really don't think this video is gonna be popular. But first of all, double standard. If a guy has armpit hair, you're not talking that it's unaesthetic or unhealthy for that matter. But if a girl does, why does it matter? I have an armpit here. My father has an armpit as well. They're not different armpits. Men and women are not really that extremely different, you guys. It's armpit hair. And nature told us to have hair where we have hair, you know. We're actually not supposed to shave them, but double standards, so we do. But it also, okay, if he said anesthetic, I would still say it's incredibly sexist and just gross that he said that. But it would make more sense that unhealthy. How is that unhealthy? I really don't understand. I also think having ears is unhealthy, yeah. It's just an armpit. Let people have hair where they want, no matter if they're male or female or just anyone else. Like, let them just have armpit hair, or let them just not have armpit hair. It's as simple as that. Seriously, why does it bother you? What size it is? What does that even mean? Yeah, that wasn't me. I'm sorry. But isn't that how you buy tampons? No, really is not. You buy a tampon, that depends on how much you bleed. If you bleed a lot, then you buy bigger tampons, and if you don't, you buy smaller ones. It's as simple as that. But you know, people are complaining so much about, like, you know, just these expanding, getting bigger, and it doesn't work that way. It can happen after you're given like many births and stuff, but you can fix it. Like, you go to a surgeon and you go, like, you can fix it, really. It can spread, it can get bigger, that's how it works, but then it goes back to the previous size. This guy I was talking to, and he was saying how women play sports just as well as men, and he was saying one time I was reffing a women's softball game on the full moon, and I was like, why does it matter that it's on the full moon? You know, full moon, women on the full moon. And I was like, I don't get it. Periods. And he thought all women just get their periods on the full moon. And I just thought it was so funny that he confused women with werewolves. So actually, he's not completely wrong, because period is connected to moon phases. It is, but it doesn't really work that way that just all women get their periods on full moon. Definitely not. First of all, so many things have influence on that right now, like your diet, maybe your hormones, you're taking something, your medicine and stuff. You know, all women just, you take any day ever, and you can be sure that a lot of women are gonna have a period that day. You're like, women have period all the time. If it's not that woman, it's the other one. Why do women train for red tabs? It's because they want to look like men. Truthfully, it's gross. Men are simple. We want the classy beauty of a feminine hourglass shape. At no time in history did men ever want women with red tabs. Hi, historian here. I'm comfortable in saying that in no time in history have women ever wanted you. Let me just do one thing over here. I had a leg day yesterday, and honestly, it was so tiring. I drank like 3 bottles of water, this big bottles of water. Exhausting, but definitely worth it. What's the matter? It's just, Honestly, I find it disgusting that you were exercising. It just gross. Don't even talk to me. Okay. What? I don't understand lesbian sex, honestly. Girls can't even they don't like it, so what's the point? First of all, I'm sure that your girlfriend does not when she's with you. This could not be more false, because women actually have a part of their body that serves nothing but their pleasure. Nothing else. It has no other purpose. It's just there. Men don't have such things, so I think you may be wrong. This is just the most beautiful thing I have seen in the entirety of life. I'm not even gonna read it. But do you know you must know Hercules. And you know that Zeus had like a lot of mistresses, and one time he got one pregnant. Not the first time in history. And you know, Hera found out, obviously, and she went to her in a disguise of this girl's old nanny, and she said like, "Oh hello, I see you're pregnant." And you know, that girl was like, "Oh yeah, actually, don't tell anyone, but I'm pregnant with Zeus." How do you know that? Well, he told me he was a god, plus he keeps giving me so many gifts. He must be him. But you don't have actual proof, do you? Well, I mean, he told me if he actually showed me his real form, I would burn to death. Well, he must be lying. Girl, he might be a fraud. You have to ask him to show himself. Okay, I will. And so she did, and well, he didn't want to do it first, but he did. And she burned to death, but her child lived. It was Hercules. And Zeus just cut his thigh open and put the baby in there. And this is why I told you that. This is just kill me. You know, knowing that women eat, they pee, and they shit just make them so incredibly unattractive. And periods, just to top it all off. It kills me that I'm supposed to be attracted to those creatures. No, I'm not gay. I'm 100% straight. I'm attracted to women, but no, they're just animals. Just turns me off so much. But my ideal woman would look just like a woman, but with no bodily functions. Men, what is feminists talking about? We don't objectify women. Also, men, the ideal woman is literally just an object shaped like a woman's body. Yeah, this is just... I'm sure no woman is attracted to you either, so it's a tie. Okay, again, it's not functionally equal. The PB has a function, the lid doesn't. And God help whichever woman sleeps with you if you think the lid has no function. Because her needs clearly aren't going to be met. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. People. It has a function. To pleasure a woman, just is its function. I think it's quite important in a world where women's needs were never met. Were never, treated equal with men's needs. It's a really important function. And people should be honestly learning more about it. So I suppose this is it for today's video. Thank you if you actually managed to watch it. But I thought it was really important. I'm raging whenever I see things like that. And I know that there are people who actually think this way. It murders me in here. Segunda! Segundo! Ah!